Can we get another round of applause for the queen that has blessed us? Thank you.
One more though.
Yes. It's probably done, Berto.
Up next, we have Filipino. Second, we will be giving an appreciation speech to Black child, woman, man, and American. He is a mentor and a life, fitness, health, and football coach. So please, without further ado, another round of applause for Jake. They probably don't have any. Yeah, because the caption.
Good evening, Apple Valley. I'm originally from Rosemont, so this blows my mind. It's such an honor and a blessing to be here. I was asked to speak, and I'm so grateful and glad I had that opportunity. But as I thought about what I was going to speak on, I really wanted to focus on the appreciation of the Black American.
That's right.
So, with the current social climate of the past 100 days, for most people it has been tough for them to remember that practice gratitude. At times we forget the struggle leads to success, but we must remember the universe is about balance. You eventually will always get out what you put in. It has been my belief that one drop of black blood makes you black, and all across America and the South, that is what's been told. In spirit of gratitude, I would like to share mine to the Black American. To my black boys and my black girls, I see you. Black boy and black girl, I see you struggle with trying to find your place in a mostly white society. Black boy, black girl, I see you struggling with ways to get your peers to accept you, wondering if being able to dance, sing, rap, and good at sports will get you the level of respect and acceptance you yearn for. Before you realize wisdom, personality, strength, and intelligence is the way of it all. Black boy and black girl, I see your struggle in expressing to your parents that times are different than when they were growing up. Black boy and black girl, I see your struggle to trying to have the same rights and chances to fail as your peers, and not understanding why society and parents tell you that those opportunities do not apply to you. Black boy and black girl, I see you struggling with how you stand up for your race when something insensitive or racist is said towards you. But most importantly, I see your struggle with wondering if you are alone in this battle. I'm here to tell you that you are not. You are never alone. There's always and always will be someone there to help you carry the burden. All you need to do is ask. Black boy, black girl, I see your strength and your power. I see your untapped potential. I see your beauty. I see your wisdom and your heart. I see your worthiness. I see all the pain and the joy that the glorious black skin brings. Black boy and black girl, you are cherished, loved, adored. You are the future. Don't you ever give up. Don't you ever quit. To black American women, you are my mama, my daughter. You are my grandmas, my aunties, my cousins, and my friends. Black American women, to me, you are the reason the phrase "a strong woman" exists. Black American women, you are not only mother your children, but you literally mother Americans' children. Black American women, for hundreds of years, you carried the pain of not being able to breastfeed your own child because you were dried up feeding another's. Black American women, for hundreds of years, you couldn't hold your babies and lay them in bed because you were taking care of America's other babies. Black American women, when you were tired of being on your feet all day, literally working for nickels, you were the one that said no when they asked you to move to the back of the bus. You were the one that managed a busing strike and altered the civil rights revolution. Black American women, when you finally broke the chains of oppression, you earned the right to higher education and earned the right to apply for corporate positions. Your abilities were discounted by them portraying your success as affirmative action. If that was not enough, they told you that your natural hair was nappy, unprofessional, and too ethnic. So black American women, you started to put harmful and dangerous chemicals in your hair that at times burned and damaged your scalp so severely that your hair and your head never fully recovered. Black American woman, you were told from your hips to your lips were too big. But yet today, plastic surgery is $1 billion industry because those who do not have what you were born with now want. Black American woman, I see you. I feel you. I love you. You are my mother, you are my daughter, you are my grandmother, my aunties, my cousins, and my friends. Black American woman, your sacrifice, your struggles can never in a million years be appreciated enough. You have mothered all of America. You have been the backbone of the black family, and many of times you have played mother and father. Black American women, don't you ever give up. Don't you ever quit. Black American man, the nod we share in social settings, especially when we are the only ones of color, screams volumes to me. Because when two black men nod, it says, I know. Black American man, I know. I know. You are me and I am you. Black American man, I know your heart. I know your joy. Black American man, I know your pain. Even though I had both of my parents, I know. Even though I didn't grow up in poverty, I know. Even though I'm well educated by both government and through self, I know. Black American man, I know where you have been. I know your trials and your tribulations, and I know where you're going. I know how it feels to have to always disarm America in public with a smile. Black American man, I know that no matter how much you love your babies, from America will always view you as a thug and a deadbeat dad. I know the pain and the struggle you feel when your blackness is stripped from you for simply being phenomenal. Black American man, I cry the tears you cry when having to talk with your kids about being black in America. When you share with them, they do not always have the luxury to learn from their mistakes. But what I also know, black man, is that you will never stop fighting. Laying down is not in your DNA. You will always fight for your freedom because the black American was actually born into fighting for freedom. Black American man, I know you. You are me and I am you. You are king. You built this country with your blood, with your sweat and your tears. I know you will never stop because stop fighting was never a privilege granted to the black American man. So don't you quit. Don't you ever give up. And lastly, to my black American, be in love with this country. Be in love with America. Because black Americans, you can do whatever you want, you can be whoever you want to be, because you were built differently. Black American, you molded this country with your hands. You hydrated the plants with your blood, sweat, and tears, when no other American would or could endure the struggle. Black Americans, you can do and be whatever you want to be. You were built differently. Black American, you literally have changed the world with the culture you developed out of oppression. When the original culture was beaten, bred, and pulled out of you, until you had no knowledge of the tribe you came from, you erected a new one. Black American, when they said, we will kill you if you want for wanting to read and write, then came Frederick Douglass. Black American, you can be whatever you want to be because you were built differently. Black American, when they said your music and your dancing lacked style and class, they said it was jungle music made by the animals. The drums were made for savages and lacked a certain talent. The style of your voice was raspy and impure and would never be appreciated. Yet today, when you listen to the world's top 40 playlists, and every song has a touch of black American culture, from ranges to the bass line or the 808s and the rhythmic lyrics. I dare you to dance. I dare you to go to a dance recital today and not see a move and posture that doesn't resemble black American culture. From the footwork to the hips, it's in Latin dancing, line dancing, and even in a ballet routine. Black American, you can never, ever, ever, because you built this country, you can be whatever you want. Black American, they said you were not smart enough to play quarterback or put 5 black players on one team on a basketball court together. They said we lack the patience, the intelligence, the skill for sports like golf, tennis, and baseball. But when we open the record books, black Americans are at the top. Black American, you can be whatever you want to be because you were built differently. Black American, they said you lack discipline, the stamina, the smarts, the wisdom, the charisma, the brain cells, the common sense, and the education to become president of the United States of America. Black American, you can be whatever you want to be because you were built differently. I want to end it here. So Black American, continue to love the greatest country in the world because you built, nourished, molded, cherished it, even when it hasn't done the same for you. Black American, never, ever give up. Don't you ever quit
Before he went
because
to
you were
drag, he
built
took my
differently.
time. I started his drag.
Last time I